Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if everything is working. Let's see. Who am I competing with? Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if everything is working. All right, sounds good. Well, I decided to go on StreamYard instead of doing my OBS setup because I don't know if people are gonna join. So what that means is no music for the people to enjoy. So I hope everybody's having a great Friday evening. Let me turn on my tablet. It's not cooperating with me. Oh shoot, my brother's about to go live. Oh, hey, what's up, Garth? Man, what's going on, buddy? It's been a while since I seen you. How's life been treating you, man? Hopefully everything is treating you well. I don't know if anybody else is going to join. It's been kind of, I've been AWOL for a while, so seeing if the Digital Bullpen is going to get back together or not is going to be kind of interesting. But hopefully we can get a little something going. Good deal, man. Thank you. I think I am going to go with the Crow Quill brush. See how that goes. I'm not liking that. Yeah, man. Hopefully, hopefully, some other people will join soon. Hey, what's going on here? So that's there. There you go. Oh, snap. So that's what I've done before, but we don't want to do that. We want to add a new layer. There we go. Yeah, like I said, we don't know if who's going to join or not join. We're just going to kind of chill. The invites are out to the rest of the folks, and we'll see what happens. The whole idea is, do we bring back the Digital Bullpen or not? Everybody kind of, since I had the kid and I haven't really been streaming, everybody's moved on to bigger and better things. So, we'll see how that works out. And of course, there's other streams going on now. But man, I haven't seen you in a long time, Garth. So it's really good to see you, brother. Have you been watching any of the Disney Plus series or that new Peacemaker on HBO Max? Boba Fett? Anything like that? Everything okay? I don't know. I don't know. The StreamYard one looks kind of fussy. Let me see what it looks like on YouTube. On YouTube, it doesn't look too bad. Let me see what it looks like on YouTube. All right. On YouTube, it doesn't look too bad. Sorry, I had to check my phone because it looks. I do watch it. I haven't watched that. I don't have Netflix, but I heard it's really good. I might get the trial subscription, watch The Witcher, and then cancel it. It's just that Netflix just doesn't offer what it used to me. So I'm always kind of like, and I'm trying not to have too many subscriptions going at the same time. With Netflix and Disney Plus and Amazon Prime and all that stuff starts adding up. Like next thing you know, you're paying more for subscriptions than you were paying for cable. And it's getting ridiculous now because everybody has a subscription. It used to be like you can get Netflix and then just get like basic cable, get your needs met. But now Hulu is like $50 if you want to get it without the commercials, or more than that, I think. So then, if you just wanted to get Hulu to get your TV fix on, and then have like Netflix, then you're paying like $80, $90 just for those two services. And you want to have HBO or, or something like that. You got another $20. Now you're at $100. And it adds up, man. And you can, of course, you can choose to have whatever you want, which is, I guess that's the great part, right? If you don't want everything, if you just want like Netflix, then you just pay for Netflix. But yes, I want to watch The Witcher season 2. Indeed, I do. Indeed, I do. I've been watching the Book of Fett on Disney Plus, and I think it's a pretty good series. And of course, if you're not watching it, then I do not want to spoil it for you. What size are we using? Why is my... Oh, that's right, because I have this. Should be on 10. Right. It's just too much. Yeah, it adds up, doesn't it? There you go. That's more like it. Now I'm liking what's going on. Yeah, it adds up quick. But yeah, I do want to watch The Witcher season 2. Um, Eventually. So I might have to bite the bullet and get Netflix for like however long it takes me to stream that, to binge watch that, and then, like I said, give them the boot again. Because, you only want what you want, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. But here's the thing about that. A lot of people get upset and whatnot, but you got to remember, Boba Fett, it's an obscure character that had no real development in the Star Wars. So they basically have free license to do whatever they want to. Like, there's no real lore. I mean, I could be wrong. But as far as I remember, there's no real lore with Boba Fett. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. There could be a lot of lore that I just don't know about because I don't read the books. If I have anybody in the studio, nope, nobody in the background. Hey, Arrow, what's going on, brother? It's nice to see you. How's everything going? How's your YouTube channel coming along and your streams? And yeah, man. Hope everything is going well. Hope the mic levels are okay. Usually, when I'm streaming by myself, I do an OBS setup and I have a little bit of music for you guys. But then I can't have guests come on. So then I don't know how to put music in the background with StreamYard. So that's gonna have to be the next thing I learn how to do. You're starting an Indiegogo campaign there? What's your campaign? What are you doing? Talk to me, man. That sounds amazing. Why am I missing out on a lot? Shoot. Seems that I've been missing out on a lot. Oh. Man. So you're doing a comic book era? What are you doing? Yeah. Ah, I see, I see. Let's see what's going on my phone. That's good stuff, man. So it's like a documentary. So is that your Indiegogo, like a documentary? That's pretty awesome. That's nice, Aaron, man. That's good stuff, brother. Congrats. And I wish you the best of luck and all the success, man. That's pretty awesome, man. I'm not liking that. That's awesome stuff, brother. I'm very, very happy for you, man. Like I said, I wish you success and all that. And I don't know if I'm gonna do. I'm definitely not gonna do an Indiegogo, but I'm trying to bring back my project that I wanted to do. Yeah, I'm trying to get everybody back on. But I had the baby, so I've been out for a couple of years. And oh, great, Bond Christian with the Russian bot. I've been out for a couple of years, because of the baby and whatnot. And so yeah, let me see. And boom. All right. Yeah, so I've been busy with the baby and moving back from the West Coast to the East Coast. And so I haven't been able to be on as much. And I know everybody's moved on to other things. So I'm just seeing if I can get the gang back together and Von Christensen is a Russian bot. Uh, so, and then of course I'm trying to get the Digital Bullpen back so I can see if we can start. I want to do start on the Budding and Ear project. Hopefully I can get that started. And but that's not going to be an Indiegogo project. That's something that I want to slowly but surely finance on my own without the pressures and stress of Indiegogo and fulfillments and having to deal with going on people's channels and the wrath of angry customers, stuff like that. So I want to do this on my own. And well, not on my own. On my own, I want like Trustee to do the pencils and me to do the inks and somebody else from the Digital Bullpen to do the colors. So we're trying to see if we can get this going. Hopefully, I can get it going soon. I've had to recoup some money from all this moving back and forth from the east to the west coast. So and of course, finally being able to get a chance to stream again on Fridays is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Um, Let me actually put the stream link in the dog stars. Excuse me. You see that works out. And then come back over here so I can read chats. And yeah, baby. Get everything going. So yeah, the Book of Boba Fett, man. I'm not mad at it. I think it's okay. Yeah, I wish I could get the whole team back. I think that's what made it the best. It was that the ability to have people like Trusty and Josh Chris and Tank Ferret and people like Good Dog Press, and then have the interaction between all of us. So I want to hopefully get everybody back. Hopefully, so I'm not just the only one talking and whatnot. Because when I start focusing on the inks, I lose track. So it's always good to have other people on to keep the conversation going and all that good stuff. And that's what I want back if I can get it back. If not, I'm gonna have to continue solo stream because I definitely want to get my project back on track, get the Boarding Cannier out, and call it a day. That's like my little dream project. Just to get the Boarding Cannier out and done. It's not gonna be a big book. My plan is to do 24 pager. Just a regular comic. Because, like I said, I'm gonna fund it myself. So I'm not gonna do like one of those big campaigns with 80 something pages. Da 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 da. I want to get a regular book first, get it out, see if people like it, see how people react to it, see if it's worth making a second edition, and if people like it and gravitate to it, maybe then I'll do like an Indiegogo to get like a big book done. But if not, I'm just gonna kind of chill and just see if I could do a small book at a time. But that's the plan. I'm gonna need the team back. Can't do it by yourself, man. You have to have a good team. So that's the plan. The Tank already said that he might help out, so that's gonna be good. If I can get some Tankaroonie help, that'll be awesome. And of course, the whole plan was to get Trusty to do the pencils. So hopefully I can get Trusty back on track, back on board. But I gotta finish the story first. Gotta finish the story first. And if I can get the story finished, then I can definitely start working on all that. And like I said, I'll probably I was telling Tank I'll probably either just publish it on something like Comixology, or if there's a print to be made, maybe do it through Amazon or something like that. I'm not gonna get too crazy unless there's a demand for it, that someone wants it like an actual comic book, and then we can, if there's a demand for that, then we can go ahead and go that route. But that's way down the road. That's way down the road. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? Nobody likes it. Hey, that's okay. You gotta try. So what made you think of doing a documentary on conventions from the Avengers side? I'm interested in hearing that, because that's a pretty interesting concept. I mean, I like the concept anyway. No, it was twofold, threefold. And what spoilers can you give? Who did you interview? No, just kidding. Don't give away anything. Give no secrets. Get the people intrigued. Well, actually, give a couple of secrets. Who you interviewed and whatnot. I do a video as I do videos as my profession. I want to do something creative for young weddings and sports form. Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it. Decided to use your skills for the better of society. Oh, and Wapple showed up? Holy smokes. El Guapo Comics?
What's up?
What's going on, buddy? Let me change my audio setup, because you're coming in through the speakers. Hold on.
Yeah, listen, dude. I'm sorry. I was just on my phone. I just saw that
No,
you were
no.
on, and just wanted to give you some love real quick.
Oh no, man, it's all good. I just changed it over. Oh, sorry. My wife just texted me, said I'm too loud. No. I just had to switch you over from speakers to my headphones so it wouldn't get that echo. But everybody's saying, man, well, all two people that are on are saying, hey, what up? Hey, can you hear me? Uh-oh, I lost them. Oh, here we go.
Hello?
There you are.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah. No, like I was saying, I saw that you were on. I just want to show you a little bit of love.
Man, I
Say what's up.
appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. It's hard being with you, man. I know that. Absolutely. While things in the movie, and you definitely know exactly who's in. So, streaming is interesting nowadays,
I
man.
hear you, brother. Well, that's a pretty challenging piece you're tackling there, man.
I always challenge myself.
I know it. That's pretty nice. All right.
I always challenge myself because
Oh, I get it. I'm reading
it's
that. I wasn't sure what that was, but yeah, that's Ryan Otley, right?
yep.
Oh,
That's
nice.
double page spread.
Yeah.
He says my audio. Let me check something out. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know if
know.
my
Something
audio
with
is
the audio.
crazy.
Listen, it might be because I'm on my phone and I don't have like a headset in.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to check my phone. Okay, no, everything looks good on this side. Okay, so yeah, you still there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, 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 man. So let me. I gotta try to do like ASMR whenever
Yeah,
possible
right.
because I got the baby right, and
Yeah.
so I'm finally teaching her to sleep in her own room, right? And so I don't want her to wake up because if she wakes up, then she's gonna
Yeah.
go looking for mommy and all that good stuff. Yeah, man. So yeah, I hit you up earlier about your writers, right? Because
Yeah.
I want to get my Marine Career project on the road,
Yeah.
and so I'm not a good writer, and but I know that you had a guy that likes writing
Yeah, we fighting
like
scripts.
military stories and stuff.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, do you have a like a treatment already done up for the Borinqueño?
A
Borinqueño, sorry.
treatment, you mean? Yeah, the wedding canir. I don't know what a treatment is because I'm not like very technical. But do I have a premise? Yes.
Yeah, so written out like, all right, this is the uh like the main like over the overhead view of what it is that
Mhm.
you're trying to do, and then you go into like some details, do maybe like a synopsis, layout, what the general idea is of what you're trying to
I have that
show.
all in
Maybe
my
what
head, but not,
it's all in your head. You got to write it down.
but it's not written down.
You
It's been in my
number one
head for
thing, that's
like.
what you got to do. I did it with the three different projects that I got that I'm working on. I did that for each of them. I wrote it down, and then I said, "Hey,
All right.
this is the idea I got. Would you be interested in reading what I got?"
Right.
And after reading it, they were like, "We want to be a part of that." So, um, I would suggest, and I would probably do this for any artist that has ideas and they feel like they can write, but maybe are not confident enough to do it. Putting a treatment together is kind of like it's a good way to get like the thoughts out. And then what this does is this allows you to see what a writer takes with what you put together, and then kind of work together to flesh things out and tighten things up a little bit. And it's a good process. But I would definitely advise that, like, right up front. That way you know what it is that the intention is. The person that you're looking to work with understands what the intention is, you know, where you're coming from and that sort of thing. And then that's gonna allow them to feel excitement about the project. And if they feel that, they'll just jump on, or it also makes them
Okay.
feel maybe I'm not the right person for this. You know what I'm saying? So that I think would probably be the best thing to do first.
then I have to write it. I have it in my
Yeah.
head. I have it in my head. I can give you a quick one if you want me to give you a quick one.
Go ahead.
So you ready? All right.
Yeah.
Here's my 30-second elevator pitch. All right. The Borinquenier is set in the Korean War era. So the 65th Infantry, aka the Borinqueniers, are the only all Puerto Rican infantry regiment ever existed in the United States Army. So I'm taking a little bit of history and a little bit of mystery and a little bit of magic. So the main character's name is J.C. Padilla. He's a soldier in the 65th Infantry, aka the Borinqueniers. The history of the Borinqueniers is they were sent to do a suicide mission, which they declined as an unlawful order. So a lot of their chain of command was arrested and put in jail. JC was one of those people that was put in jail. So kind of like a lot of these things, the government says, well, we have better use of your skills than just sitting in jail. So there are these Nephilim all through society, infiltrated in different areas. And his job is to hunt down for the government these Nephilim agents. And that's where the story begins.
Okay. So he's working with the government. They're equipping him
not
somehow.
willfully. Yeah.
Not willfully. Okay. So when you say not willfully, are you thinking not willfully as in they've got something on him? Okay.
Well, they have him.
Or is it like in a Suicide Squad situation where if he doesn't cooperate, he will die? You know what I'm saying? What is the
Not so much. So it's not that that he will die, but I mean, treason is punishable by death. So basically, that squad, was charged with treason because they disobeyed what they thought was a law. They disobeyed what they thought was an unlawful order, but what the government said was a lawful order.
Okay.
So you were in the Marines, so you know what I'm talking about.
Right. So he's doing this like he's honor bound, or he feels duty bound, or like he's got a personal honor code that he's gonna uphold, even if these people are using that same honor code against him.
He does have an honor code, but he also has a survival code. So in his mind, he's gonna do this so he can he can either fake his death and escape or escape.
I see.
So he's using this as an opportunity to, okay, I can't escape from where I'm at, but if they put me out in the streets or in the field, and I would remember this is in the Korean War era. This is not where they have all these bombs, heads, and all that stuff. So there's not that advanced. Right. There's more capability, if you will. So in his mind, he says, he doesn't know. He thinks, of course, they're joking, like Nephilim, whatever. It's not a real thing. So he's thinking, he's going to go out there and just do this for the government, take out whomever he's supposed to take out. Okay, my wife says I'm getting too excited. So he's going to take out whoever he needs to take out, and then always look for an avenue of escape. So that's kind of like the premise until he encounters the first battle, which I already have pictured in my head, and then he realizes that he's way over his head. Because everybody gets slaughtered, like the whole squad. And
he's the lone survivor.
Barely the lone survivor.
Okay.
So, but that doesn't, so that's kind of like the premise that I'm going with, and that's why I need a writer. I need somebody that can make that story more story.
I get you. I feel you. Like, I think, the main point that I'm seeing here is that you're trying to tell a story, and the main character is obviously a Hispanic man like yourself, and you're trying to didn't you tell me something about your father?
My grandfather.
Your grandfather he was a Burinkaneer,
He,
or he was in the
yep,
Korean War? All right, so
yep,
that
both.
yeah, all right. So you're trying to, and that's an awesome brother. Obviously, I mean, I would get behind that 100%. Um,
Yeah. So my grandfather's initials are JC, and his last name was Padilla.
uh-huh,
So it's basically like a nod to my grandpops,
I got you.
but he didn't go to jail. He, obviously, because he was my granddad.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
uh, but yeah, it's kind of like a nod. I just want to do a piece that gives a shout out, to the soldiers before us that were, Puerto Rican, of course, like us. Throw a little bit of history in there, a little bit of actual history, which is what happened in the Korean War, and then turn it into a story of, something else. You know, does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yes, it does. And okay.
I know it's convoluted. You're right. I need
No,
to.
no, no. My head is already spinning with ideas. Um, so
That's why I need my. That's why I need you guys back in my life, man.
well, we got to make that happen. I don't know what happened. I think things just got a little bit crazy there. But um, okay.
My question is this: would this be something that El Guapo would read, being a professional comic book writer, published writer slash this slash whatever? Would El Guapo pick this up if he saw it?
I mean, personally, I would pick it up just because I'm saying that looks like me, and I want to support me in two ways: the fact that I'm Hispanic and the fact that I'm a soldier. So I would pick it up just for that. It's up to you, okay, putting a story together that's going to keep me wanting to come back for the second issue or the second part or a third part. See, that's the key, right?
That's
So,
the
which
hard
is
part.
yeah, that's the hard part. This is why, when like the books I'm putting out under El Guapo Comics, you know, I'm kind of trying to stay away from the issue 1, 2, 3, 4, and just kind of put out like part 1 and 2, kind of in that method. Like I did that with Chango. I put out part 1. I got everything is done on Gods and Soldiers with that first
I got
part of the story. It's colored. It's it's obviously drawn, inked, colored. The story's already written out and everything. It's getting lettered right now, and then that's going to be the first part of that coming out. And then the next thing is going to be the gin and tonic. That's going to be set up the same way, and then we're going to finish. We're going to create the second part of it. All right. In the case of Chango, it's basically the story closes, and there's an open-ended side to it where there could be more stories down the line. But if it ends right after the second act, then it ends, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, move on to the next thing. And with Gods and Soldiers, I got a little bit more because we've actually fleshed out a second arc to that. So the first part of it, when they're getting involved in the whole uh, government conspiracy, shadow government thing, collecting relics, magical relics of power and stuff like that. That's all going to be covered in the the first Gods and Soldiers collection. Then the second part, where we probably going to close the story out, is called "Where Have All the Good Gods Gone?" And we're gonna kind of take it to the next level of, well, all right, so they're with the government. They don't really want to be with the government or whatever, but they're cooperating for now because they see there's a danger in this role to be played. So we're trying to close it out. And my whole idea with that was, bringing one of the main characters is Puerto Rican. I kind of patterned him after myself in a certain way, but he's just a Puerto Rican, all right, an Hispanic man that was a soldier as well, and so uh, mix that with the fact that I was a big fan of Indiana Jones, so I always liked that swashbuckling action adventure kind of story, and that's what Gods and Soldiers is. Um, so that one's gonna have a little bit more, but it's gonna depend. Uh, where have all the good gods gone? Is not gonna come alive unless there's good interest in what we do with Gods and Soldiers. The remaster. I know you are one of the few that actually has an original Gods and Soldiers, 1.0 version. Uh, and I appreciate all the good comments you gave about that. Uh, but
It
yeah, I
was a
wanted
good
to do
book.
something a
I
little
liked
bit
it.
different. What was that?
It was a good book. I liked it.
Yeah, thank you. And then with gin and tonic, that that is more my where I love martial arts. I'm a martial artist myself. I trained, I fought, I've been in fights, I've been in barroom fights, I've been, so that the martial arts side of me loves that. I was a big fan of, the Bond type movies, the espionage, that sort of thing. And so, we're gonna play on that. Um, and that whole can two people take down a world system type of thing. But that's what the idea we're playing with. I'm very fortunate to be working with Ron Fortier on that one. The guy is a fantastic pulp writer, and um trying to get this done because he's a little long in the tooth. And I just want to make sure I get this done, you know uh for him. Um but
Let me see.
I forgot where I was going with this. Um, just we we got to get your idea down on paper and then read it to yourself and see how it sounds to you. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of biased. To me, it sounds great.
Well, when you get 5 to 8 pages into it, you gotta be like, oh, okay, gotta tighten this up, do that.
Yeah,
If
but
I
see,
get a
that's
chance,
what.
I'll send you a I'll send you a Google Doc of the treatment that I did for gin and tonic that I gave to Ron, um, and then to see that he took, I think it's like 12 pages of that treatment, and he came up with four basically 28-page stories off of 12 pages. The guy can write. I mean, he's freaking awesome. But
That's what I had. And so I'm trying to find writers, and I'm trying. So of course, I'm asking people that I trust, like you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, do you know a writer that I'd be interested? But I see what you're saying about the treatment, and I definitely need to do that. But like you said, it needs to be done on paper. And I appreciate, always they to trust. What's up, Josh?
hey,
What's going on?
look at that fancy Ninja Turtle.
Yeah,
Looks
trying to
good.
work on something, man.
Looks good. Are you
Thanks.
full digital now, or have you
Uh,
been?
no, I still do traditional as well. It's just
Okay.
uh, my wife's like, you need to start doing some stuff. You haven't been doing very much lately. I'm like, okay, all right, I'll get back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh has always been pretty good, man. I like Josh.
Yeah.
I'm
Facts.
keeping Josh. But yeah, I definitely need to do what you said, do the treatment, which I didn't know what the technical term was, and that's on me because I'm total new, but new at this. So now that because I'm gonna finance this myself. It's not like I'm gonna try to do an HMG or anything like that. So I gotta be thrifty. I gotta find a good writer. I gotta
Yeah.
find a good writer that's willing to work with the story that I can actually afford to pay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so I can,
That's a tough one, man.
yeah.
That's
Well,
a tough one.
the thing is, if the guy's worth it, then and he can write a story that I like, then what'll happen is, is that I'll do it in increments, pay for the writing, and then pay for the artwork, and then so forth and so on. So it
Yeah.
might not be something that happens like lickety split. It just
Yeah,
might
right.
be
It'll take some time. I
stages.
hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, but it's like I just want to do this story because first I do want to touch on that part of history, you know, and then of course I want to write some, you know, he's not super powered. He's more like, I guess if you want to, I don't want to compare him because he doesn't have that same mentality, but it's more like a Punisher type character,
Yeah.
meaning that he's a soldier. He knows how to fight. He's good with weapons and hand to hand, but he has no other abilities other than that.
Yeah.
So that's not, he's not a Punisher. He's just like that type of story arc where he's a
Yeah. Yeah.
soldier. He's well trained, and he can take care of those situations, but he's not out there dealing out justice. This is something different.
Yeah.
But that's the best way I can explain it on that level. He's
Okay.
not gonna have all the great gadgets and the body armor and all that stuff because that stuff really wasn't around during that era. So
Allegedly.
allegedly, I mean, anything you can do anything in comic books. You
True
know what I'm
fact.
saying?
True
You can
facts.
do anything in comic books. It might not be historically accurate, which mine is not going to be either. But like I wanted to keep,
It's fiction,
you
bro.
know, it's
It's
fake.
fiction. It's all good. It's fiction. I mean, hey, that's what gods and soldiers is. They don't have any superpowers, you know. And but hey, they're just going out there, and they're gonna come. They're gonna come in contact with with some entities that are like, whoa, okay, like interdimensional entities and stuff like that. Because we're talking about the different artifacts,
Alex Jones
powers,
is
things like that. So how
it's
do
just
how do normal people deal with that? Just like with Indiana Jones, he wasn't didn't have any special ability. He was just a guy. He was a professor. On top of that, all he had was like that gun and his whip. You know, but he saw some stuff. You know,
yeah, and I like that because it it forces the people to it, it it forces a different aspect. Like, okay, Superman can fly away, whatever. Batman has all his gadgets. You know, Iron Fist could turn his channel his chi and probably punch the entity across the world. But what do you do when you don't have any of that? What do you do when you don't have any? And of course, I want to keep the digital bullpen involved in this project.
Mhm.
Um, because if I want to be paying for it, I want to pay people that I know, and you know, people that I think are good people. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna start writing it down, and then don't be upset if I start sending you stuff.
It's all good, brother. We're here to help each other. I mean, that's what the digital bullpen was like supposed to be anyway, right?
Yeah, but like I said, I had the baby, moved to the West Coast, and everything life just happened. You know what I mean?
Life is crazy, right, bro?
Yeah, and, of
Life,
course.
life is always gonna happen, right?
And then now I'm actually working on site instead of remote, so I have even less time to do stuff. I'm like,
Uh,
holy. So I don't work remote anymore. And it's like, oh my goodness. But I was looking at my finances. I recouped some of my money from the move, and I could start this book if I wanted to. I really need to get this started. Even if I just do 124-page book, I just want to get it done. You
yeah,
know,
makes sense.
and it's just for the heck of it. I mean, even if it doesn't go anywhere, but it's just for me. And like I said, it's like a nod to my grandpops and all the people that that were in the 65th. So we'll see how it's received.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like a little thing.
Well, I'm rooting for you in any way I could help you. I'm there for you. Um,
Appreciate that.
and you know, put something together, and then shoot it my way, and we'll see what happens from there.
Sounds good.
All right,
Sounds
brother. I'm
good.
about to bail, but good catching up with you guys. Take care. That Ninja Turtle coloring is looking amazing.
Thanks. Let's see.
That's why they call him the Copic Kid.
Oh
That's
God,
right, the
stupid
Copic Kid.
nickname.
Yeah, well, whatever. I know, right? He's the digital Copic Kid.
He's using a digital Copic marker.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll just call him Kid Color.
Wow, that's even worse.
Well, we're trying to see how bad we can get it. You got a couple of dads over here coming out with jokes.
The
It's
dad
gonna
jokes.
go downhill quick.
Really quick. Really quick.
All right, fellas, man. Much love and peace to y'all.
Take care, buddy.
All right, man.
Maybe
Take
a
care.
couple. Be good, buddy.
Be good.
Josh Chris Art, aka Copic Kid. What's up, my brother?
Hey, man. Sorry I was late, dude.
Oh, don't worry about. Look, I s- I kind of start whenever the kid is asleep, and I can get some good rhythm, and then like I send the invites, and then it's kind of. I need to actually set a specific time that way we both.
Well, no, it was
Yeah.
just, dude. My kids weren't going to sleep, and I sound like crap right now. It's COVID. COVID hit the Christopher household, so.
Oh Lord, I hope you're feeling well. I hope y'all get better
Oh, I'm not.
soon.
I'm not really feeling bad at all. My thing is just a lot of drainage. They both had a fever for 24 hours, a little bit more, and then no other
Mhm.
symptoms. No other symptoms. My wife has been sick for like a week and a half straight, and mine's only creeped up in the past like 2 days. Let's see, I'm doing there.
I have not had the pleasure of that, and I hope I never do.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely it's not fun. It sucks. Let's see. I didn't put any colors in here.
Yeah. So yeah. I was telling a Guapo. I don't know how much you heard, but we're looking for a
No.
writer.
Oh, really? You're looking for a writer now?
First, we're gonna get the story written out. If I can find a writer, that'll help
I
out.
thought you were writing it, bro.
No, I'm not a good writer, and I don't have that kind of time.
Well, you can always write down the main part of it, and then you can always hire some
Oh,
college kid to
yeah,
come
yeah, yeah, yeah,
proofread
yeah,
it
yeah.
and do that type of stuff. Just give them,
yeah.
credit for proofreading all that type of stuff.
Fictional reality arts, man. What's going on, buddy? No, you welcome back, man. Thank you for dropping by. We greatly appreciate any patronage in this website. I mean, in this YouTube page. Yeah, no, that's what he was just telling me to write as much of it as I could down.
Yeah, get your base thing. I'll tell you what, dude. Since I've been doing Dungeons and Dragons, and for the past year now with my friends, they're really into what I've been doing with them, and I've been using stuff I found on the internet, but at the same time writing my own content. It's really been a lot of fun writing. I don't know if I could do it, full time, doing other things too, but definitely has. I don't know. It's brought up some really cool ideas for writing techniques and that type of thing. Definitely getting your ideas down on paper. I'm really bad about that. But yeah, I feel you on that part. Because I'm not good at it either. But
Yeah, I'm not good. I'm not.
it's definitely been neat doing that, because now I'm even thinking about like season 2 for my group. What I'm doing, we're not even close to ending season 1, but I'm already looking at season 2 and like what I'm going to bring to the table, and I'm already starting to write that stuff down.
Yeah. Who's coloring that? That's Josh Chris Arts. That's it's me. It's me. It's Josh Chris.
It's me. It's a me.
That's Josh. Josh is an amazing colorist, even though he doesn't like taking credit for being an amazing
I don't
colorist.
think I'm that good of a colorist. I really don't. I mean, there's so many talented artists out there. I see their work, and I'm like, God dang, how on earth did you do that? You know,
So
and I
the problem is that he looks up to the original Copic master. What's that guy's name again?
Todd Knock, man, I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still look up to him, but I'm talking like digital stuff too. I'm like, man, how on earth do you do that stuff? And I can't figure it out. So no, I don't consider myself that good with it. I get away with making things look decent, not amazing.
I don't know,
Oops,
but
what's that?
they're saying it looks really smooth.
Well, I
So,
appreciate it. Thank you.
and Fictional Reality has his own book that he publishes on Amazon. Um, are you still doing that, Fictional? Still doing your own book on Amazon? He's if I'm not mistaken, he's from Chicago. Hey, Gar, thank you for dropping by, man, and appreciate you giving us support and love, man. I hope you have a great evening, man, and enjoy the rest of your evening, buddy.
Yeah, but like I
Working
said,
on issue 3.
yeah, so sorry for being late, man. I just
Oh, man, don't worry about it. Shoot, I pushed that. I just pushed it out there, and like I wanted to get a little bit of artwork done, and I wanted to talk about the Borinqueria a little bit. I wanted to talk about getting some of the people at the Digital Bullpen back on track with the stream, and then of course Wapo popped up, and we talked a little bit about me, putting my thoughts down on the story.
oh,
I want to put my thoughts down on the story.
yeah.
So I talked to one writer, and he's talking about $50 per page for the full treatment and dial and script. I'm thinking that gets expensive really quick. I'm thinking that maybe I don't have enough budgeted out yet.
Well, I mean, but like I said, man, if you can get your thoughts down, I mean, you'd be surprised how much you get writing with it. And then if you just paid somebody to just go back over it and look how your writing is and give you some pointers, and you pay them for their editing with that. And then of course, you have to put them down on the book, so proof edited or whatever, edited by blah blah blah.
Right.
But that way it still remains your written story. But you could find somebody like at a college that the only reason I know that is because I've had a buddy who has told me that he does that. He will go to a college and he will hire out people that are in writing courses and stuff to they have some like extracurricular that they have to do with part of their stuff, and that's one of the things they can do is they can team up with a writer and work on their project and stuff.
Right. That's not a bad idea. There is a college nearby in Princeton. So it's always a thought. I ain't even mad at it. I'm just excuse me.
Well, it's a thought that you could do to just try it first. So write down what you're thinking, then go that route. And if you don't like it, then hire out. What are you out? $75 for this for someone to look at the whole thing, and then versus a couple $1,000 for someone to write it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I can do a couple $1,000 for writing. That's Fiverr has writers too. Oh yeah. Shit. I didn't think about
Fiverr has writers too, yeah.
See, that's why I like to talk about my stuff on stream. People have ideas, man. People have ideas. That's awesome, man. Yeah. I'm gonna have to look at Fiverr now.
I may be struggling in this industry, but it's still got certain connections to certain things, man. So, yeah.
And that's how. The only thing is, I don't know. I'm not very trusting. I only trust like a few people.
And I get that, but this isn't something to worry about trusting. This is someone to make sure that your spelling's right, your flow's right. They're not going to give you feedback on if it's a good story or not. With that, you're paying them to edit certain sections of certain things, make sure your flow is going correctly, your adjectives, adverbs, sentence structure, all that type build up with it as well. You get that type of feedback with it. And then you can go and after you build up some more with that, then go and let someone proofread it and tell you if the story is any good or not, what you need to do.
See, he says you wrote, penciled, and colored my own book, but it takes forever when you do it solo. Yeah. I'm not gonna do. I'm not doing this project solo. To be honest with you, I'm gonna hire Chris to do the colors. Chris, the guy who's coloring the Ninja Turtles. Hopefully, he'll give me a friends and family discount. But if not, it's good. It's whatever. Gotta pay people
You're
what they're worth.
hysterical.
No, but serious. I want to keep it. I hate to use in the phrase. I want to keep it in the family, but I would like to keep it with as many of the original Digital Bullpen people as I can.
Well, I mean, I'd even go so far to help you out even more with it. I mean, I really would. And my thing is like I wouldn't even worry about getting paid. You make a profit, I make a profit. It's one of those things. I'm not in this for money. If I was in this for money, I've been out a long time ago. I mean, so yeah. I mean, I've got no problem. I mean, I've done stuff for people that I've never gotten paid for, and it's just that even the agreement was, I didn't get paid for. It's just to get my name out. That's all. I was doing that type of stuff. I mean, I did. Well, what did I do for somebody? Someone did a Kickstarter for his graphic novel, and he reached out to me. I said, "Look, you don't have to pay me anything. Just put my, I'll just do it for you." And so yeah. I mean, he raised enough. A few people got the poster. I did his. He had a ninja girl that did my style, and he absolutely loved it. And yeah, I mean, I didn't see anything come out of it. It was just neat to put my name next to his name. That's all it was for me.
Fictional say he'll do the cover for us for free. Okay, that's cool.
And see right there, you could have since you guys like to do all this Kickstarter stuff, you could always have a variant cover for any artist that wants to come in, just to if they're willing to do it for free, or a little something here, a little something there. You have all sorts of variant covers with that stuff.
Do I not? Oh, hold on. I want to see if I have it.
I don't like this color. God, I don't like the color. It's too dark down here.
All right.
It's darker purple back there.
All right. So let me check. Let me find something real quick, gentlemen and gentlemen.
All right, that's you.
Oh, I'm not gonna have it because. Oh no!
Yeah, all right, so we're gonna do
it. Got nuked.
Say what?
My other account got nuked, and I don't. Doggone it! I have a cover for it, or I have a cover. I don't know if it's the cover, but I have
Is it the one that Trusty did?
Yeah. You remember the one I saw?
I remember it. Yeah, I do remember it. Oh, all right. So
I have a poster. Let's just say this. I have a poster. I don't know if it's the cover, but I have a poster. And if I ever find it, because it's in my computer that's dying, and I don't want to boot that thing up. But I definitely got to get it out of there. Yeah, I do have something. But hey, you know what? I will not turn down any free artwork at all.
Hell, you could probably get Manny in on it too. You get a whole bunch of people in on it. See, we can go with that.
I don't know. We'll see. Let me start with phase one, which is putting my thoughts down on paper and getting it past you and painting it past El Guapo and seeing if it makes sense. You know. So, but I want to get the story done. I've been wanting to do it for a while.
Yeah, my wife's still wanting me to do my stories, and I'm just like, barely have time to do these posters these days. I'm just like, I don't know whenever. I don't know when. But on the flip side of that, this could be my last Comic-Con just because of prices. So I might have more time to actually do that type of stuff.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Anything I can do to help, just reach out. Oh, man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. So there's people that want to help out. That's great, man. That's actually more than I thought would happen. I'll hit you up. I know your Instagram. I'll get with you. Don't worry. No free help is ever turned down by Jimmy.
Mhm.
None at all.
Oh man.
Trusty said, I'm not Trusty, but Tank said he wants to help out too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I was talking to Tank earlier about it on those tweeters. Because my head is kind of spinning ever since I told you about it the other day.
Yeah.
I've been 100 miles an hour thinking about this. Thinking about how I'm going to do this, and all that good stuff. And that's why I was thinking about a tiered strategy, to pay for it in increments as I went along.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I only want to do like a 24 pager, to start with, instead of doing like, a whole 60 some odd page behemoth that'll probably cost me $20,000 to do if I was to do it on my own. So I'm hoping that a 24-page book with assistance and some friends and family discounts would be like 6 or 7K to get done. Maybe.
That's the water. That's here.
So that's the plan.
There.
That's the plan. And that's why I need to do it in increments. Because, I'm not rich. I am not rich. I am just a regular Rican trying to get by in life. Who's been playing the heck out of Spider-Man on that PS5, by the way.
Oh yeah, see, I thought about you this week. Whenever I saw Xbox buying Blizzard and Activision, I was like, "Oh, look at Jimmy, got himself a PlayStation."
No games to play on it.
No games to play on it. I'm over here with my Xbox, just enjoying life.
Well, I still got my Xbox.
I know. I laughed a little bit internally just thinking about you with that.
But the thing is, I got a PS5, but I can't get an Xbox Series X.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
The only reason I got it is because Steve found one.
So I can't find a Series X, but I can find a PS5. I didn't even find this when my in-laws just gave it to me. They're like, "Here, your game, right?" Like, yeah, here you go.
Why is this not working?
So, like I said, Jimmy don't turn down free stuff. They give you a free PlayStation 5, you say thank you.
Right.
You say thank you. You hook it up to your 4K TV, you plug it in, and you buy Spider-Man game. And call it a day.
Oh, that's right. It only, son of a bitch, it only does that. So if I go darker, you'll see the color changes. All right, so let's do that then.
Fictional says, right? Yeah, man, you do what you do, man. I am not. I was an Xbox elitist all this time when I could buy Xboxes, but now I can't buy Xboxes. GameStop had them for like a half a second and they sold out. No, I haven't seen Far From Home yet, man. I have not seen it. Josh has. Josh could talk all about it.
Dude, Far From Home was amazing.
And I keep hearing that. But I'll watch it. Trust me. I'm gonna watch it. It might be at in DVD, but I'm gonna watch it.
All right.
Yeah. I watched Eternals, man. That was crap.
I have not heard anyone say anything good about that movie, man, and that's sad, because it's just the MCU movie. I'm just like, oh, it can't be that bad. I have not heard anything good.
What was great, Eternals or Far From Home? Far From Home was.
I think it's Far From Home.
Yeah, because there's a lag, so I want to make sure that I am. Yeah, no, Eternals was not good, dude. Eternals. If you haven't watched it, I'm gonna say none because you haven't watched it, and I don't want to shade.
Yeah, don't say anything because I will watch it just because it is what it is. But yeah,
Well,
it's not what I'm like. Woohoo! I gotta go see.
Well, I watched it because it was on Disney Plus,
right?
and I was like, okay, I can watch it now. But Eternal spent a lot of time setting up other stuff other than worrying about Eternals, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and I can appreciate that. It may not be the best movie. Maybe it's setting up for phase whatever the hell phase we're on now.
That's all it was. It was a movie to set up the next thing,
and that's
but it
fine.
wasn't. But it wasn't a movie like, oh, Eternals are the greatest thing ever. Let's talk about the Eternals. No, it's like, here are the Eternals, and they're like the backdrop of what's really happening.
Right.
And I was like, okay. So yeah, that's what I don't know. I just couldn't get behind it.
So I got an argument with a mutual friend of ours about Miles Morales.
Someone talked bad about Miles.
Yeah, not so much bad, but it's the whole. He didn't like how he called comic book writing lazy whenever another character has to assume the mantle of another character. And where Miles becomes Spider-Man in that universe. And I was like, okay, well, there's reasonings behind that, in certain universes, in certain genres, like the movie, he was training him. In other ones, he saw him die right in front of him. There's a lot of build up, and it's not that he himself calls himself Spider-Man for the longest time. It's that people started calling him Spider-Man. So he took on the mantle, same powers, for the basic majority of it. And, he became the next version of that. And he was like, no, that's just lazy writing. And I'm like, dude, every genre has done something like that. He's like, well, I hate that Falcon became Captain America. I'm like,
that was in the comics.
I'm like, but he was still Falcon. He just was with the shield. But, people started calling him Captain America. So he went with it. It was a great buildup. It's what else needed to happen. I mean, you got a problem with Bucky being Captain America. Bucky was Captain America for years. I mean, U.S. agent, whatever the hell his name was, he was Captain America for a while there too. I said, and DC's done it too. I mean, Batman died and Dick Grayson became Batman for like a year and some change. I mean, Bane broke Batman's back and Azrael became Batman for some time. Damian was supposed to be the next Batman. I'm like, your argument isn't. You've got a problem with another hero becoming someone else's hero. I mean, every hero's done it. There's so many heroes that have worn the mantle of someone else to either aid them in battle or to continue their legacy until they can figure out where that hero went. It's like, it's just lazy writing. I'm like, look, at least Marvel has kept going, where DC just goes, oh, we can't think of anything else. Crisis Infinity Earth. All right, restart. And he's like, "Oh no, I don't know about that. I don't. I just lazy writing." I'm like, "Okay, all right, that's fine. You keep saying that, buddy." But on the flip side, he's not a comic book guy at all. He's a movie guy. And
But there's a problem.
I'm like, yeah. And he goes, and he, after an hour of this argument, he's like, "I really regret this argument." I'm like, "You should. You're an idiot. you shouldn't go. You shouldn't do this. All right. I'm not even in this business very much anymore, and I'm about to take you to school."
Well, here's the thing. Was a little bit of lazy writing? Yes. Yeah, definitely. Um, did they try to make Miles a unique version? Yes, they did. Is some of the depending on which book you read, are the origins pretty similar? Like if you watch Spider-Man Into the Multiverse, the cartoon one, then you have to get it. Y'all have a great night. Glad to see the art again. Hit me up whenever. All right, thanks, Fictional man. You have a good one, man. Get you some rest, and thanks again for offering. Appreciate all the help, man. It's awesome. Much love to you guys. Um, so yeah, but
See,
here's
I don't
but
even consider that lazy writing, though. That's whoever picked up the mantle. If they don't want to start off at episode or issue number 700, they want to start off at issue number 1 again. They're going to do their own little twist on it to change the character a little bit. That way, it feels a little new to you. Every Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, they all had a different beginning for the most part, but it was still Spider-Man. So the same thing with Miles. He was trained by Spider-Man. He saw Spider-Man die in front of him. In the video game, he saw his dad killed in front of him. So there's a lot of other things that happen. They like to change it a little bit, and that's fine. That's not lazy writing to me. That's a new take on it. It's just like Christian Bale Batman versus all the other Batmans. We got different beginnings. We're getting this new Batman movie coming out. It's darker than the rest, and it's taking different twists. It's got different stereotypes with stuff with it. I'm very intrigued with it. It's that person is taking a risk with the community, and but they want to put their name on something.
Speaking of darker, have you watched Peacemaker series yet?
I have yet to see the Suicide Squad movie with him in it, so I'm not going to watch the TV show.
Well, if you got HBO Max, then you can watch both.
I do. And it's one of those where I'm okay with certain movies being on when my kids are awake, and I'm not okay with certain movies being on when my kids are awake.
And Suicide Squad is not one of them. That
not one of them. So
I agree.
If True Blood can't be on, and even the Titan, dude, I absolutely love the Titans TV series that's on HBO.
Which one?
Titans, the one that's realistic, where it's Dick Grayson, Raven, Starfire, and Beast Boy. It's just called Titans, dude. And I also go ahead and say this: I'm going to call out some of the people that not their names, but people we streamed with a year ago, badmouthed this show. And I gave in and didn't watch it because of what was said about it. It's an amazing show. I love the writing. I don't like some of the costume design, but overall, from everything I always heard from certain groups, this was a really good show, and I've really enjoyed it. And the sheer fact that my wife has enjoyed it, and she's not that big into this type of stuff, and she is like, I want to watch it, and I cannot watch it without her now. Just tells me even more that's a good show.
But you know what? I'm glad you said something, because I was running out of stuff to watch.
Dude, no, seriously, Titans. Okay, so what was said a long time ago is that people had a problem with what Starfire looked like, and that Starfire is, I'm going to go ahead and say it, black. She's not an alien. She's not orange. She's black. I did, and as I said, Comicsgate stuff, said stuff about it. So I gave in, didn't watch it, didn't even give it a shot, and I finally did this year, and it is an amazing show. You know, there's a few episodes here and there you're like, ooh, this one doesn't make sense. But then there's other ones where you're like, God dang, I can't wait to watch the rest. My mother-in-law watched it, and she asked me questions about the characters. She's like, "Oh, did this happen in the comics too?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, that kind of did a little bit." You know, like she binge watched it. Like I would watch like an episode every couple of days. She was already like the next season by the time. I'm like, I'm not there yet. She said, "But did it happen in the comics?" I'm like, well, thanks for telling me that it happened in the show. But yeah, it happened in the comics.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, and but the thing was, everybody was mad that the gingers were being replaced.
Well, no, not for this show. It was specific. I'm a little intoxicated. It was specifically said that they had a problem with the race, and I was really upset with that, you know, and that they weren't doing so much with makeup to make her look orange like she is in the comics. And overall, her costume was awful. So I'm not getting on the actresses for that. That's the costume designer and the director chose the costume. Her hair looked awful. But in season 2, I guess they listened to the critics and listened to the fans, because season 2, her hair looked spectacular. Her outfit looked amazing. And season 3, she looks badass. So, yeah, it's just a really cool way to see character growth with the character.
I'm gonna have to check it out then, as they have a lot of HBO Max has a lot of DC stuff that I don't watch it because I've never really been a DC fan, and so
well, they even have an episode that brings you into the Doom Patrol, and
yeah,
I hadn't watched the Doom Patrol either, buddy. And because of that episode, I'm gonna give it a shot.
yeah, I know that they have a Doom Patrol, but I am enjoying Peacemaker. It's dark. It's a dark comedy. It's more it's very adult. Very adult.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it, but yeah, it's one of those that, you know, the kids are awake. Shh, can't watch that.
Yeah, definitely. No, there's boobies and stuff all over the place. You do not want to watch that with the kids.
No,
there's boobies. There's boobies.
I gotta watch those boobies.
Yeah, there's a lot of adult theming on that show. You know, so yeah.
Well, that's fine with me. But yeah, dude, definitely Titans. Give it a shot. It is by far. I mean, season 4 is coming sometime in the future. Don't know when. They did get green lighted for it. And season 3 has been absolutely amazing. I have loved season 3 so much.
The only thing I'm worried about now is that they're going to try to redo Firefly, and I'm really worried about that.
I was never a Firefly fan. I have to admit it. I couldn't get past episode 1 in the original series. I don't know. I didn't care for it. I mean, I know some people that love it, and that's awesome. I really need to give it another shot. But I just absolutely could not get past episode 1.
But if you watch it, try to watch it in the correct order, because Fox never aired it in the correct order.
And maybe that's what the problem was, that I was catching in such weird orders that I didn't know what the hell was going on, man.
Yeah, Fox didn't air it in the correct sequence, and I think it confused a lot of people. I watched it in the correct order, and it was actually pretty doggone good.
Well, damn, now I'm going to have to give it a shot.
You know, I mean, it's a little old and dated now, because it is older, and it's dated now. But if you watch it in the correct order, it actually makes a lot more sense.
There's nothing wrong with dated. What was I watching? My wife's watching Golden Girls, so I'm watching Friends. I mean, that's dated.
Yeah, those are classics, though.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I'll all the time watching all this stuff. Now, I'll tell you something that came out. Season 2 or book 2 of Dota. I love the Netflix anime series that have been coming out this past couple of years, and Dota is based off the video game series done by Valve, and it is amazing. Like this book 2 was so good. They have to hurry up and go ahead and give me book 3. I can't wait. I've got to know what happens.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
That is
Yeah.
that is the
But
best.
yeah, man, I think I'm gonna check out that Doom Patrol then, and I'm not Doom Patrol. What you call it? Teen Titans.
Yeah,
Titans.
Titans, dude. Seriously, it was so good. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Um, it's yeah. My wife will be like, "Well, I have enough time to watch one Titans." I'm like, "All right, sweet. Let's watch Titans."
Cool, cool. Yeah, my wife is on a no media fast. I didn't know you could do a no media fast, but apparently that's a thing now.
So what does that mean? Like she's not even
It
watching TV at all either?
no TV, no radio, no videos on YouTube, none of that. And for I think she has to do it for like 20 some days.
Good God. So what? Do you tell her what's happening in the world then?
Yeah, I tell her what's going on in the news.
Yeah, Louis Anderson died today.
I didn't even see that. I'm behind.
Yeah, Meatloaf died today.
We had a different kind of emergency at work, and it's
Oh,
been the focus to everything, and it has to deal with what's going on in Ukraine, and that took the whole day.
oh yeah.
So
I
yeah,
have not.
we
I have not looked into what's going on exactly over there, but yeah, that's.
that took because the type of work I do, that was it. That took priority and
I was like,
shut everything down.
you're in top secret clearance stuff, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So don't. Yeah.
So we were shut out from everything. I was in out with the call in a skiff pretty much the whole day, and those are not fun to be in.
Yeah, but yep, Meatloaf died this morning at some point, and then found out Louis Anderson died. And he
Wow,
had just announced this week that he had cancer.
wow.
Yep.
I had to catch up. See, I got home. I caught my wife up on some stuff. We ate dinner. Um, then I'm trying to teach my baby to sleep in her own room.
Are you? Look at you.
Yeah, 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 man. Um,
He's like, it's time. I love you,
it's
baby
been
girl, but it's time.
well, yeah, man. Because she slept in her own room yesterday, and then she slept all night long. Didn't wake up. But when she sleeps with us, she wakes up.
Yeah.
She's I don't know. It's because she feels crowded or cramped, or I'm snoring, or I don't know what the problem is. But she wakes up throughout the night. But when she slept by herself, she slept all night long.
Yeah. Now my daughter, she doesn't sleep all night long very much anymore. Like last night, we played D&D. I got to bed about God 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm laying down. My wife gets up, goes to the restroom, and I'm almost asleep. I'm so dead dog tired, almost asleep. And she goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, going to sleep. Not you. What are you doing?" I was like, "Who is she talking to?" And she heard my daughter sneaking downstairs. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I need to go potty." She's like, "Go potty, then go to bed." I was like, "How'd you even know she's here?" I had no idea.
Yeah, all women got that super hearing, bro.
This is so funny. I love when that super hearing comes out. I was not expecting it.
Yeah, my wife got super hearing too, bro. I mean, like, you heard what?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna check those out, man. Yeah, so that was my day to day. My day to day was very, very chaotic.
Well, hopefully you get some rest this weekend.
Man, it's all good. It doesn't really bother me in that aspect. It's just, I'm just kind of, I'm getting tired of all this craziness.
Yep.
You know.
That's why I've pretty much steered away from almost anything political anymore. I'm done.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. See, and then I was studying, um, teaching myself front end and back end development because I just kind of want to just give up on the rat race and just kind of work on my own stuff,
Yeah.
and not deal with all this BS and what's going on. Like, oh, you can't have a job if you're not vaccinated, blah 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 blah. And all that stuff. I'm like, I just think it's time for me to just do my own thing.
See, our company hasn't said anything about the vaccination.
Well, no, Kentucky blocked it.
Yeah.
Kentucky's one of the few states that blocked it for contractors and, and state governments, state, but everybody else had not. So I keep abreast of all that kind of sort of, just to get an idea where I'm going to retire at.
Yeah. No. Well, see, me and my wife were vaccinated. And we were afraid that Biden was going to stop travel. So we got vaccinated just for that because I got family in Florida and I wanted to go see my family and stuff. So we made sure we were on board for that.
So as far as getting on a plane,
Yeah. Yeah, we wanted to make sure we could get on the plane. That way, it was like, oh, you can't fly unless you're vaccinated. It's like, well, I didn't want to get vaccinated. Well, then you can't fly. So we went ahead and got vaccinated to make sure we could fly last year. But I refuse to get my kids vaccinated.
yeah. I'm just upset that my daughter, who is 19 months old, has to wear a freaking mask at daycare.
So my son wears a mask at school, but my daughter is in private preschool, like preschool, and they have to follow the rules that the public school does. Well, I guess at some point, students aren't required now to wear a mask, but the staff still does. So, and I didn't realize that. So I would pack my daughter with a mask, and then my mask wouldn't come home. Like, where the hell's the mask? And my mother-in-law finally was like, she doesn't wear a mask. I'm like, yes, she does. I pack her a mask every day I take her. She's like, no, she never wears one anymore. I'm like, what? When did this happen? I didn't know this. And so, yeah, I stopped packing a mask for her.
That's good, man. That's good. Yeah, man. What time is it? What are we looking at?
11.
Where's my clock? Where's my clock at?
It's 11.
It's 11. Oh. I don't even know what time it is. How long have I been?
You've been going, what, 42 minutes? Or I've been watching 42.
You've been watching for 42. I've been going for an hour and 33 minutes. Just having fun. But it's good to have everybody back, man. Eventually I'll get everybody, all the good people back. Where have all the good men gone? My wife told me a couple of times I was being too loud. That's why I'm whispering again.
Tonight? You've been too loud tonight? Oh my God, that's too funny.
Yeah.
My wife can, whenever I'm playing D&D, my wife will hear me not with my voice, but if I, you get, start laughing and stuff, you might slap the chair or the table. That's what she hears, and she'll be like, "Keep it down." I'm like, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'm the one that put the baby to bed. I'm the one that rocked her to sleep. So, I put in the work. Yeah. I'm still looking for an Xbox Series X though, man. Don't think I gave up.
Dude, I gave up, and it was Steve that found me one.
I'm not giving up.
He got an email from Microsoft, and they were like, "Hey, you're on with his account. Would you like to get a Xbox Series X?" And he had to buy a bundle though. which came with a controller, and Diablo, the new Diablo remastered game. And I was like,
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I don't like. I don't like that I gotta buy a bundle.
Well, here's the thing though with it. So I was like, okay, cool. I will buy the game from you, and I will buy the Xbox. And he goes, sweet, because I want the extra controller. So this works out. I'm like, awesome. So Xbox comes in. I pay him for the Xbox. And he goes, I didn't get the game yet. I'm like, all right, well then I'll just pay for the system right now. And if you ever get the game in, I'll buy it off you because I know he's not going to want to play Diablo, but I will. And because we thought maybe it was one of those internal ones, like part of the bundle it's already pre-installed, and come to find out, no, they just never shipped it to him. So he let them know that, and they're like, oh, well, we'll just go ahead and because he had to pay for it all up front, and they're like, oh, we'll just go ahead and refund you for the game real quick because I don't know what happened, but it was never shipped. And he's like, oh, well, if you don't mind, can you just put in Xbox points? Because I'll just buy stuff with Xbox points. And they were like, let me let you talk to one of our managers. Because I couldn't believe it. I just put it on my Xbox account. I'll pay. I'll use it.
Yeah, Steve will definitely use it.
Oh, yeah. He ended up getting the new farm simulator with it.
That boy, that farm simulator, Jesus.
Dude, yeah. He's like, dude, you need to get it. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to play that.
I don't know about that farm simulator stuff.
I played one of them. It was it was fun. I just don't know if I would play it all the time. Oop, not that button.
Let's see what's going on. Yeah. But yeah, man, I still want to get one. But like I said, man, if someone offers me a free PlayStation 5, shoot. I mean, would you have turned it down?
I would give it to my wife.
No, my wife don't game.
Let's see. Yeah, my wife is the PlayStation gamer. Like today she was playing what is it? Uncharted. She loves the Uncharted games.
What is up with this Horizon game?
The Zero Horizon or Horizon Zero?
Yeah, I think so.
It was. I mean, from what I've heard, it's a really good game. My brother talked about it a lot. He absolutely loved it. I have it. I have yet to play it.
Oh, going back to the Miles Morales thing.
You and Miles Morales, man.
No, because we were talking about that.
I know, but last week you were talking about Miles too. It's just so far 2 streams in a row. Let's go back to Miles.
No, because we were talking about the origin story, and
I'm just messing with you, go.
And all that good stuff. And what I wanted to say is what I like the way they did it on the video game.
I haven't played the Miles story on the Miles actual PlayStation game. I just had the Miles story from the Spider-Man game, and that was really well done. I just don't know if they changed it at all from game.
No, it carries over.
Okay.
So the Miles Morales video game is just basically a DLC for Spider-Man.
Right.
That's what it really is. So it picks up with Spider-Man training Miles, and Miles talking about how he met Spider-Man in the first game, and then he got bit by a spider, and then he became like a Spider-Man, and then Spider-Man goes on vacation, and then that's where the Miles Morales adventure starts.
Vacation.
Yeah. So that's where that starts off. So it's just basically a continuation of what they did in the original game.
Gotcha. No, I definitely want to play it. Like I said, my son got the Miles Morales game for Christmas, so I know he's played a little bit. And he really liked the. You know what? I'm gonna undo both those. He really liked the Spider-Man game. He enjoyed it. Usually he's not one to catch on to those harder games, but he really caught on to that Spider-Man game.
Yeah, that game is pretty legit. I've been playing it. So I ran through Miles Morales, but with Spider-Man game, I'm actually taking my time and I'm going through all the little side quests and taking pictures of buildings and all that
Oh
other
yeah.
bull
Oh
crap.
my gosh. Yeah, and the DLC for that game is so good.
Like I haven't played the Black Cat version part of the game yet, but the little bit that I saw, it did a really good job.
Yeah,
On
the Black Cat section was really good. The Jigsaw section was really good. I don't remember what the other DLC was. I got all three though.
yeah, it's pretty dope.
And I just remember it got really, 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 really freaking hard on a few of the DLCs. I was like, holy crap.
Oh yeah. It's a challenging game for sure, especially for someone like me who's used to an Xbox controller, who has never played a PlayStation controller.
It's not too that different. The only thing different about it is just where the analog sticks.
Yeah, I don't like it. I do not like the analog sticks, but I did get used to the button placement.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm kind of excuse me, I'm kind of getting used to that. So, you know, it is what it is. Excuse me, it is what it is. It's been real cold over here, brother. My asthma is acting a donkey.
It's like 24 degrees over here. So
Yep.
and like we were supposed to get a whole bunch of snow this past week, and we ended up not like barely getting a dusting.
Yeah, the same thing. We were supposed to get a lot of snow. Winter storm Lizzie or something. It's coming and blah 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 blah, and we got rain more than anything.
Well, in Virginia, they got a whole bunch of snow.
Yeah, that was Virginia.
I only know that because while we were playing Dungeons and Dragons, two of my players are in Virginia, and one of them he works for the Navy, so they switched his hours on us. So he was going to have to, in a sense, not be able to join us anymore, only on special occasions. And so far, since he's announced that, he's been with us every game. Because of the snow, they closed down his birds. They can't fly. So there's no need for him to go in.
Shoot, that's the way it happens. That's the way it happens, brother. That's the way it happens. Yeah. Yep. I haven't really talked to John. Last time we talked, he showed me that Piper was drawn on the tablet.
Dude, COVID hit him.
Yeah, that's right.
COVID hit him bad. He hit like 104 temperature.
That's right. I did hear that part that he did get the vid.
Yeah, dude, he sounded awful.
I was like, man, I have been so fortunate, dude.
I had been too until this past 2 weeks. Freaking kid brought it home from school.
That's what happens. That's what happens.
Let's erase this stuff.
Kids go to school and they bring all that crap back.
Yep, it sucked. But, the only, besides the snot and a very slight cough, for me, I've coughed so hard that whenever I sneezed today, I did something to my back, and my back hurts so. Like, my back has been in pain for the past 3 days already because of COVID, and I've had the kids walk on my back. I mean, it's just this really weird pressure on the spine of my back in one spot, and yeah, today I sneezed, and oh my gosh, I am in so much pain when I cough and when I sneeze now. Oh my gosh, man. I've never been in so much pain. Okay, I just delete something. I'm good. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what that's like.
Oh God.
I don't know what that's like. I mean, I know that I'm glad I didn't get it. I haven't gotten it. I feel fair, but yeah.
Man, I'm almost done with this.
Oh, someone turned on the Xbox. I heard it.
Yeah, my Xbox is on behind me. I forgot to turn it off.
Said bloop.
It said my brother just got on. I'm like, uh-oh. Something just got unplugged. I don't know what. We're good. All right, so with that there, that's here. Where's those pencil lines? There's the pencil lines. I want them out of here. All right, bye-bye pencil lines. This layer's going bye-bye. Delete. Yeah, delete layer. All right, cool. All right, now we're working here. So I'm gonna work here. I changed colors. Too many blues.
Too many blues.
Too many blues. So I'm actually gonna go with a purple, just because in traditional Ninja Turtle fashion, the colors were, a little different here and there. I might go with a hotter purple.
He said hotter purple.
Yeah, hotter purple. Let me go down here.
That's I like that. He said hotter purple.
Hotter purple. Man, you got a little girl. You know how it is. Purple, violet,
Yep.
violet, pink. That it's gonna come around. It's gonna be color.
Oh yeah, I know. All my daughters had a purple room at one point.
Yellow. Here, I'm fucking Bob Ross over here. Little blue. Nope, no more blue. Get that purple back. You know what I might. Happy little tree.
Happy little trees. Happy little trees. So is your wife happy you're back to working on your art?
Yeah. So this is what she said. Looks good. Time to do Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm like, I'm not even done with this one yet. She's like, I know. Hurry up.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, I don't even know if I want to do Avatar: Last Airbender. I had something else on my mind I wanted to do. So
your manager knows best.
I don't know about that.
Your manager says do Avatar. You best to do Avatar.
For me, it's been a treat just to have her interested in the stuff I'm doing again.
Yeah, it's always a good thing. Oh wow, that is different.
What?
That color, that purple, that herb.
Yeah. Well, too bad no one else is on here. I'll be asking suggestions.
Yeah, no, we're not. Maybe we'll get back to having people on the stream again.
No, I meant people in the chat. That's what I was meaning.
Yeah, that's what I meant too. Like, well, maybe we'll get back to having people back on the chats. And hopefully soon. I mean, like I said, this is only our second stream together. Come on, man. Like, we just gotta give it time. I hope.
So I gotta go here. And I gotta erase this zoom in. Oh God. Oh, dude, I screwed up the other day. I was working on this because so for the last time you've seen, I've done a lot of work on it.
Yeah.
And I worked on this pretty much all day Thursday. I was not feeling like working. I wasn't. I even told my boss, I'm like, look, I'm here, but I'm not here. So if you need me, I'll answer phones. I'll do whatever you need me to do. But I'm so tired from taking care of the kids and me from being sick. So I'm here, but yeah, I'm not gonna be any help unless needed to be. So I ended up working on this for quite some time on Thursday, getting Leonardo and Michelangelo completely colored. Let's see if there's anything else popping. No. All right. So I need to color his Sai, and then I think I'm done.
Sounds good. On that note, we're about to hit 2 hours. I'm going to go ahead and call it an evening.
Don't you leave yet. I'm almost done. You wait until I'm done.
All right. I'll wait till you're done.
All right. You wait till I'm done, damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it, Bobby. Yep. We're going to zoom right here, and we're going to Sai.
Freaking Josh.
I'm just glad I'm going to have this done before Comic-Con. I'm going to send this off, get the prints done. If I can get one more poster done in the next 2 weeks. I don't know. I was working on a Venom. Carnage. That was what I was working on to try and see if anybody wanted that.
That should be a hot one. Speaking of which, that's what the next Spider-Man is going to have Venom in it. The next Spider-Man video game, let me be clear.
Yeah, well, the next Spider-Man movie might have him in it too.
Yeah, I think Sony is doing that on purpose. They're like tearing it all in. Video game, movie.
Well, Tom was supposed to be done with this last movie, and then he signed a contract for 3 more.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Is it going to maintain his youthful look that long?
Well, they can hurry and get him all done. Well, he's in the new Uncharted movie, too, that's coming out this year.
They have an Uncharted movie?
Yep. Him and Mark Wahlberg are in it. Mark Wahlberg plays Sullivan, and he plays Nathan Drake.
Wow. That is crazy.
All right, so now we got that color. So go here.
I thought Nathan Fillion was making a campaign. Wasn't that Nathan Fillion trying to make a campaign to play Drake?
I think he did a short.
Yeah,
he was in a short. Which, yeah, would I have liked to have seen him in it? Yes, I would have liked to see him in it too. Maybe he's got a short cameo. We don't know, but they definitely. Well, so what else I found out about too is that they already had Mark Wahlberg like signed on to do the movie like 7 years ago, and they just kept postponing the movie and postponing the movie and postponing the movie. To the point where it doesn't make sense to have Mark Wahlberg play Nathan Drake because Mark Wahlberg is older now. So they had to get him nothing Nathan Drake.
yeah, that's messed up.
But on the flip side for Tom Holland, years ago they asked, what's another adaptation that you would like to play? And he said he is a huge fan of the video game series Uncharted, that he would like to see if they ever do an Uncharted movie if he could play Nathan. So he is literally living out like all his fantasies of playing Spider-Man and now playing Uncharted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bless life, boy. Bless life. That is good stuff, man.
All right. Merge that to layer below, and there's his Sai fully colored.
There you go, man.
Okay, and There we go. Leonardo completely colored. Raphael completely colored. Michelangelo. And Donatello in the background. And then file save. And then while that's saving, I will show you. So I was trying to figure out a Venom somewhere in here. And trying to figure out a Carnage somewhere layout there as well. Honestly, I'm probably going to take it back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Because my wife wanted him in an action pose of some sort. So we will have to see what happens.
The manager.
Yep. So, but the Ninja Turtles at least turned out pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Looks pretty good. Pretty dope. Pretty dope.
So, all right. There's that. I really don't see anything else that's standing out on it, though.
I'm looking.
Like all the colors are filled in. Details.
Is that his tongue ticking out?
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing like the Hawaiian, like, whatever.
Right.
Lingo. So, yeah. My wife says Raphael's too bright. I may darken. I'll let her overlook it, and I may just go over top their colored layers and just darken their layers just with a shadow.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm okay with it. So I'll say it's right there. Some recents. Oh yeah, I was working on Castle Grayskull for my players.
That's nice.
Just no ink lines, all painting it.
That's actually pretty dope.
And then for Christmas they got that. So I have been doing stuff, but just not for Comic Cons. I've been doing it for my D&D players.
Hey, it looks good though, man.
I think that was it. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, no, that's Grayson's birthday party. I don't think there's anything else in here. I don't think I did anything else. So, but yeah, Castle Grayskull. I couldn't find because the players inherited Castle Grayskull, and I couldn't find any pictures I like of Castle Grayskull for what I'm doing with it. So I was gonna, in a sense, paint it for them.
That looks good.
So your microphone's going crazy again.
I'm sorry. I got a new mic.
Yeah, you're not only going crazy, but it's repeating.
Oh, that's not good. I think on that note, we might as well close.
That worked. All right, ladies and gentlemen, since you can't hear him, we're out. You all have a good night.